Welcome back. Okay, starts with the nation. Sorry, Nima. Why Ayedatiwa has secured total victory in governorship election. Nigeria-India to deepen trade military partnership. Tinubu in Brazil for G20 summit. APC clears all council chairmanship seats in Ogun. How to tackle rising food crisis by experts. NDDC to pump 1.9 trillion naira into 1,006 legacy projects. And JAM begins accreditation of centers of 2025 UTME. Okay, which story are we starting with?
Yeah, of course, major headline. Congratulations to the governor-elect and governor substantive of Ondo State, Governor Lekki Ayedatiwa. He won landslides in the elections in Ondo State. Of course, the victory has brought about a lot of reactions. The PDP is, they have something to say. The former President Obasanjo has asked that INEC be scrapped or reviewed. A lot of reasons, but the nation took the angle from how or why he won. It says that he won, yes, all 18 local government council in the state, and the PDP has objections, but it says one of the factors is that the total victory in the Ondo State election is that the UPA, Unity of All Progressive Congress, the APC senior figures in the states includes former aspirants, and they believe that Ayedatiwa is spending one term. Some people have that belief, and so they lined up behind him to give him the support he needed. Also, elected lawmakers such as Senator Olajide Ipinsagba, that represents Ondo North, and House of Reps member Donald Ojogo, and the Minister for Interior, of course, Olubunmi Tunji-Ojo, they all rallied support for him in Ondo State. And they have other reasons. They had external reasons. All the governors from the APC Southwest who were visiting, who gave him the support. Then there was disunity within the PDP, some people defecting to the Zenith Labour Party, some people defecting back to the PDP, and so he didn't really have an opposition according to what the nation thinks. But congratulations to him, and I hope that this brings progress to the Ondo State. You should just look at what is happening in Ekiti State. They are praising Ekiti now, that things are really developing there, and make sure that he matches it since they are neighbors.
Yeah. So the Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board, JAM, has started the accreditation of the centers of the 2025 Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examinations, that's the UTME. And in a statement by JAM's Public Communication Advisor, Dr. Fabian Benjamin, he said the board said the accreditation process was a critical first step in preparation for the annual examination. So the statement reads, and I quote, all new computer-based test centers that desire to participate in the 2025 UTME exercise are to first visit the website and avail themselves of the requirements of establishing a JAM-approved CBT center. So following this, the center should notify the board in writing of their intention to participate in the accreditation exercise. Now, the notification should be addressed to the registrar of JAM through the zonal director of state coordinator in their respective states. So established centers that were successfully accredited and participated in 2024 UTME without any issues should also proceed to register their interest through the Center Management Systems portal. So the zonal and state office will create accounts for new centers on the CMS portal to facilitate their registration. Then all centers must conduct an autobot and auto test, the dates for that will be communicated to them so that they get ready for the UTME that will be coming up in 2025.
All right, so our president is off to Brazil for the 19th G20 Leaders Summit that will be holding in Brazil. He was invited by the president of President Luiz da Silva in Brazil. The theme of this year's summit is building a just world and a sustainable planet. So obviously, the issue of climate change and sustainable planet is a major topic across the world. And yesterday, he will be attending today and tomorrow. The agenda includes discussions on combating global hunger and poverty, reforming international governance structures, and advancing sustainable development and energy across the world. I wonder, this summit, I hope they reach really very impactful because they just gather themselves. I mean, I'm happy they do it. I mean, we know some of the other summits I've had in the 80s and 90s were quite impactful, but I'm not sure these recent ones are as impactful as they are. We're not a member of the G20, but I don't know, they actually invite on the sidelines of the meetings. President will be also having meetings with various ministers and see how they can have bilateral and socioeconomic partnerships for Nigeria in general. So South Africa is the only African nation.
Okay, so I have the Niger Delta Development Commission has tied its 1.911 trillion 2024 budget to 1,006 legacy projects in the 9 states of the Niger Delta. The commission, they explained that the reason why the National Assembly had granted has approved their 2024 budget was tied to their performance so far in terms of creating, driving development within the region. And the NDDC's Director of Corporate Affairs, Mr. Thompson Wakama, stated that its current leadership approach to development and collaboration was yielding results, as exemplified in the completion of 5 projects within the state, and that this project cost them about 84 billion naira across 9 mandate states of NDDC. They also said that the 2024 appropriation was anchored on the theme budget of renewed hope, in line with the federal government's budget, adding that the proposal sought to move the NDDC from transaction to transformation. They also went ahead to name some of the projects that they are going to use the money for. They are going to use the money for, bridges, road constructions, and a whole lot. So hopefully this monies will be used towards what is actually meant for.
Yeah.
Okay, the Punch, Aidatiwa's victory. INEC PDP disagree over alleged fraud in Ondopo. 3,767 killed in 9-month road crash, it says FRSC. Abiodun Adebutu clash as APC clears Ogun LG seats. Mpox, that's monkeypox vaccination, begins in 7 states today. Top doctor strike threatens operation in 83 federal hospitals. Minimum wage, FG to spend 6.5 trillion, says MTEF. Dangote IPMAN signed 240 million litres monthly petrol deal. Okay,
so I have a sad news of the Medical and Dental Consultants Association of Nigeria threatening to go on strike. They started a 7-day warning strike starting today. They had initially gone on a warning strike earlier in October. They gave a 21-day ultimatum from October 21 to November 11, asking the government to meet all their demands. Some of their demands is that the harmonization of the retirement age of medical and dental consultants should be done to 70 years to mitigate the effects of doctors' migration. They're also asking that they're asking government to address the exclusion of medical and dental lecturers based on the criteria used in the appointment for the selection process for the office of the Vice Chancellor of Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Oka, Anambra. And they're also asking that the consolidation of medical salary structure to correct the shortfall in the emolument in the entry level and in their pension. And this means that from today's strike, 83 health facilities in the country and 64 medical schools across the country will be shut down. For matter, we're not really ads, because I look the thing they're asking is not really ads. Okay. So I'm hoping that whoever is in charge of labor will do something immediately.
Let's go on a very short break. When we come back, we continue with our review. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.